Istongon Jokhayadega. Istongon Jokhayadega. Is Don. It's all right. Okay. Gon Jok Ha Ya De Ga. Okay. Stongon Jokhayadega. Which one do you want? You had it lined up right here. Yeah. Right here. There you go. Okay. All right. Here you go. This is our sounds. Remember yesterday we didn't go through sounds, but we're going to have to go through them today. Okay. Ah as an off key. Ayo. G as in chissi. And when you got two consonants like this, you gotta enunciate both of them. Chissi. Chissi. Jesse. Chuck even. E. Oh, okay. I as in iga. Ido and ipoji. E as in idalwa. Igana. Ibagan. P as in figi. Pacha. Fushwa. He as in hishjay. Hatki. Hamgen. A as in hey. Legida. Bakida. Ki as in ki. Gajo or gubby. Li as in litki. Loja. Lamhi. Legibus. Me as in mahi. Mado. Mijas. Ni as in najomi. Nagin. Nodi. Question? O as in oba. Oski. Owa. B as in Basko. Oski. Bomi.
Yeah, that should be good.
T as in Taco. T or Taco. C as in Sashakwa. Sada or Soda. D as in Diniki. Dottolosi. Dottine. U as in Chola. Goody. Ojasi. A as in Jesse. Baji. Aji. We as in Wasko. Waga. Wiso. Ye as in Yaha. Yafki. Yanasa. Okay. How many has practiced trying to spell these words with sounds? I got one. Okay. We're going to go to two-letter sounds. I'm going to explain this. Okay. You got chi and ah here. When you see that word, two sounds in a word, you pronounce it ja. Okay? Ja. This is G and E. So when you see these two-letter words, it's G. Here's the G. When you see these two-letter words, it's J, because it's G and A. That's an I. The I has a sound. J. Jo. Ju. Ja. And this is what we're doing here when you're doing two-letter sounds. Like Jo. You're putting G and O together. Makes Jo. Does that make sense to everybody? Is that clear to everybody? Or is that Janet?
I still don't understand.
Okay. You got single letter words, okay? This is G, okay? C is G, it's single sound, right? And then you got ah. Okay. When you put these two sounds together, you get ja. Like, let's see. I need to write on this. Annotate. What is it? Okay, right here. Okay. If you look at your single sounds, you got a, g, I, fi, he, a, ki, li, mi, ni, o, fi, ti, si, ti, u, a, wi, yi. On your single sounds, you got G. Then you got your ah. When you put this together, you get ja. And then you can make ja. This ja can turn into jari. You still look confused.
No, I think I
You got it? Okay. How many's got this now? I know this has been confusing to some people, and I just kind of wondered because I thought y'all having a hard time with sounds. So you're just putting two single sounds together to make a two-syllable sound. Got it now? All right, we got one. Light came on for one. Okay, guys. Okay, when you get G and you put G and E together, you get G. And that's in the word. That's in the word, okay? That is in the word like Chito, Chito. But you got three-letter sounds in Chito, but still yet the G is in there, right? Okay. Then you got G and A sound. Remember now, the I in English is I. It looks like an I, but in the Mvskoke, it's A sound. So when you see those two, you get J. J, G, and A. G. Hear it? J.
So I guess just practice the phonetic sounds will help a lot.
Will help a lot. Just doing self-study will. And that's most of it, it's just figuring out, this kind of takes a lot of thinking if you think about it. Like this one. G, and that's where I think a lot of people was confused on this two-letter sounds, was when you put G and I together, you got ja. That's just putting the G, the single sounds together on your single sound sheet. If you put G and that I together, you got ja. Does that make sense to everybody out there and in here? Okay. And sometimes that's kind of confusing to some people. And I kind of thought, well, you know what? Everybody's kind of having a hard time with that. That's where that comes from. Putting like cha, chi, che, jo, chu, ja. All you're doing here is putting two sounds together, like chi and o. That's how you come up with jo. You put chi and u together, and you come out with chu and ja. Chi and ah. When you put those two sounds together, you get ja. Okay? So anytime you see like this one, ja, ja, si. That's pumpkin. Ja, si. See how that comes about. These two-letter sounds will come in. These two sounds will come in, they make a word. And so does that, they all do. Okay? So, is that clear to everybody? Because I think some people are getting confused on how to use this. I think some of them were kind of like confused, and that's okay. because you're talking about two sounds that you never heard of. English maybe, but okay. So here we go. Fa, bi, fe, bo, bu, ba, ga, gi, ge, go, gu, ga, ha, he, hey, ho, hu, ha, la, li, le, lo, lu, la, ma, me, may, mo, mu, ma. Okay. Okay. Let's clear though.
And then you clear, and then clear all drawings.
Okay.
And then hit exit again.
Okay, then. Okay, let's start here. Ma, me, may, mo, mu, ma. Okay, so see, you're just putting two sounds together. Me and ma. See, two sounds together makes that sound, ma. Instead of me, you know, when you put me and together, you got ma. So this makes a word. Mado. Mado. See? But that's putting two single sounds together. When you put two single sounds, you'll get this sound. Ma. Mado. Is that clear? Does that help, Janet? Okay. Okay. So see, we're getting there here. Okay. Na, ni, ne, no, nu, na. Okay, like you know, this ni and put together is na. Ni and e put together is ni. Ni and I together is nay. Ni and o together is no. No. Nu. No. Okay. See, that's how you use this. This is how you use them. Okay. This is how you use these sounds. Even pronouncing a word. Okay. Even pronouncing a word. Okay. Ba, bi, be, bo, bu, ba. Okay. So see, like this ba. Oh, budgie. Budgie. What is budgie? It's a pigeon. But see, B-R-G-E. And this, where'd you get this G? Up here. G-E, budgie. See how these become words? These sounds become the language. Okay? These sounds become language. But you're just putting two sounds together, two single sounds together to make a sound. Okay? So, fa, bi, fe, do, du, da. Sa, si, se, so, su, sa.
Clear. Is that trash can? Like clear all drawings.
Okay.
Then exit out.
Okay. Okay. What was I at?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. So see right here. C and R put together is what? Sa. C and E put together is C. C and A put together is say. C and O put together is so. C and U put together is su. Su. And then C and put together is sa. See how these are working now? It's just putting two sounds together and you'll get a sound. But every one of these sounds will make a word. Okay? Will make a word. This is all in the language. Da, di, de, do, du, da. wa, we, way, wo, woo, wa, ya, ye, ye, yo, you, ya. Okay. Here we go. This sometimes is a little difficult. Off. But if you put ah and fee together, you get off. Hear that? Hear that? It's not fee exactly, but you hear that. You can put your lip off. Your teeth is on your bottom lip. Off. Okay. Look here. What can I make with that? Off. Let me see. Okay. Off. Off key. Off key. How about that? If dog. See? So see, you're making a word. Every one of these sounds make a Mvskoke word. If, oof, oof, uff. And all you're doing is putting two sounds together. Ah, and key. Ah. Eek, ache, ook, ook, ak. Okay, right here. Al. And that isn't a Creek word. Al. Al. Il. El. Ul. Ul. Al. Im. Ang. An. In. Ang. On. An. Ab. Ib. Ab. Ob. Oob. Ub. So see, you're putting ah and b together. Ob. Hear that sound? Ob. And that's just ah and b together. Ob. Okay. Os. And this is saying ah and c. Os. Is. Ace. Os. Us. Us. Like this one. Us. A C. What is a C?
T.
T. That's just putting two sounds together, okay? Two, and I think that's where a lot of them was kind of getting mixed up on this, and I kept thinking about how can I explain this? So that's just putting two syllable sounds together, two sounds together. Ah and B, you get at, at, eat, ate, ot, oot, at. See? Okay, out there, the ones that's on, are y'all getting this? Are y'all understanding how these sounds will help you?
Clear trash can.
Okay. Clear all drawings and come down. Okay, here we go to three-letter sounds. When you put three sounds together, three single sounds, this is C, A, Ki. When you put that together, you get sock. That's just three sounds together, you get sock. Sock. C, A, Ki, sock. C, E, Ki, seek. C, A, Ki, sack. Sock. Sack. I'm getting mixed up myself. C, O, Ki, sock. C, U, Ki, sook. And sock. C, A. Does that make sense? Is this clearing it up a little bit?
Yes.
All right. That's how they work. Okay. So you put li, a, ki together, you get lock. Hear that li, a, ki, lock. You hear that li, a, ki, lock. And your li is right here on your palate, okay? It's on your palate. Lock. Leak, lake, look, look, luck. Mas, me, mace, mos, moose, mus. Like this is mus.
Hold on.
Go. Look here. Mvskoke. Mvskoke. Some people say Mvskoke. It's Mvskoke. Because when you spell it, look here. Me, ah, si. Ki, oh, ki, e. Mvskoke. See? Mvskoke. That's that's what they say. Mvskoke duas. I am Mvskoke. See how that tone comes in? But you got to use these sounds. Mush. Me, ah, si. Mush. Go. Now, if y'all say it, that tone's already there. Mvskoke. We're not Mvskoke. We're Mvskoke. Mvskoke. That's how the elders talk. That tone was there. Okay. Mat. Me. Ah. Di. Mat. When you put those through, you put those letters together, you get mat. Meet. Make. Mut. 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 Hak. Hik. Hake. Hook. Hook. Huck. Has. He's. Hays. Hos. Who's. Us. Okay. Man. See, that looks like man in English, but it ain't. Because we pronounce ours me, ah, ni. Man. Hear it? Man. Min. Main. Mun. Moon. Man. How. Hill. Hell. Hol. Hul. Hull. Knock. Neek. Nake. Nook. Nook. Nuck. Fast, feast, face, force, foos, fuss, jas, cheese, jace, jaws, juice, just. Spa. Okay. See, you got C, B, R, spa. And you don't say, you got that spa. Here, you barely got that. But there's no silent sounds. Remember that, no silent sounds. Spa, speed, spay, spoke, spoo, spa. Sla, slee, slay, slow, slew, sluck. Yeek, yeast, yit, yeet, yun, yuck. Jim, bin, good, ma, gon, hun. This language never stops amazing me. Never stops. I don't know how many times I've been through these sounds, but still, it amazes me. It gives me this, like, I need to look more into this. How did this come about? You know, but I figured these are all in words. Because I went through words and I said, oh, here's this sound. Here's this sound. I'll look in my dictionary and just sit there and you can see those sounds. You can see those. Un, lof, bat, gat, kris, ska. Hal, hat, home, chit, lof, al. Walk, sap, knit, bill, jack, walk. Kit, bat, yin, ska, bone, ta. Book, loaf, op, dat, chip, hak. That's, you know, and it takes time. It takes time. So when you put B, O, K together, you get oak. Oak. You got to put them together. That makes a word. Questions? About out there, any questions? He, oh, fi, oh. Di, ah, di, da, da. See that di, ah, di, da. It's this never stops amazing me because language is something, you know, I've spoke this language all my life, but when you look into it, it's just not a language. It's a way of life. It's a way of life for us. That's the only communication we had back in the homelands. And even, I'm going to say as soon as, and you know, 30 years don't seems a long time, but it hasn't been. That's what we communicated with all these mas, mees, mays, mos, moose, must. We communicated with those sounds. They were in our sounds, in our language. So it never stops. And I kind of got obsessed over language. I got obsessed over it when I was studying it, and it was something that I wanted to look more into, and I did, and it was amazing, you know, to think, you know, that all this was out there, and I never really knew. I just spoke it. So, okay, look here. We're going to do 2-letter sounds, 2-syllable words. Ayo. Ayo. Hear that ah and yo? That was in your 2-syllable sounds. Ayo. Afki. Remember we said this. Afki. We talked about this. Afki. Chimi. Okay. Now, ayo. Look at that word. Ayo. I want everybody to say ayo. Ayo. Now say hawk. The whole world knows hawk. The whole world. Whole in this everywhere in Omogi, Mvskoke, Eufaula, hawk. But in Mvskoke, in this nation, we say what? Ayo. Ayo. We're the only ones that says ayo. We're unique, aren't we? They say hawk, we say ayo. But it's the same thing. It's just to us, it's ayo. If you think about it, you know, it's a language that we can appreciate. So 300,000 people knows hawk, but very few of us knows ayo. Now, how many in here knows ayo? There's about, yeah, ayo. And it's different. It sets us apart from hawk. It sets us apart from hawk and 50,000 other people. Ayo sets us apart. That one little small word sets us apart. We're unique. We're unique people. That sets us apart. Okay. I was going down here to you. Jimmy. Jimmy. We just put G and me together on your 2 sounds and you got Jimmy. Okay. You done it. Everybody can say that. You. But us, we say Jimmy. That sets us apart from all speaking people, from English speaking people. And you know, English dominant. It's a dominant language. But what sets us apart? Jimmy. That sets us apart. When the whole world's saying you, we say Jimmy. That sets us apart. That makes us different. I like being different. I like being set apart from what rest of the world is. Okay. So we got rabbit. Jofi. So what sets us apart from 50 or 60,000 other people? They say rabbit, we say, yeah, that sets us apart. So when you learn this word, when you learn these words, all you out there that's taking this, you're setting yourself apart from an English dominant world. Okay? You're setting yourself as a unique, different setting yourself apart. And we are apart. We're a nation. We're a nation. We're a tribal nation. That sets us apart from everybody else. Right? So be apart. Set yourself apart. Be this unique nation that we're part of, to say not rabbit, but Jofi. What about fox? Jola. Trout. Jalo. Mouth. Red. House. Jogo. See how this jogo, jogo. That's those two letters. That's those sounds. Jogo, jogo. Jadi, jadi. Jokwa. See, jokwa. Set yourself apart, people. This is what this language is all about. I want you to set yourself apart from all other people. Set yourself apart. We are. We're part of a different, we set ourselves apart. We're different. Deer, E-G-O. So what? Ejo. Ejo. Remember? Gun. Itcha. And remember that T is not really prominent, but you got it, your tongue right there. You can't hear it, but there's no solid sound. You can feel it. Yeah.
Maya, can you forward whether it's a long E or short E, or does that get confusing as you're trying to learn? Or is it
that gets kind of confusing until you know the word. Like until you know this word, learn this, then you'll know when you say it that it's short. Okay? You see what I'm saying? You can't really tell which one's short and which one's long until you learn the word. And that's what's kind of hard. Like say it. Shorty ain't it. But until you know, you don't know whether it's long or short until you learn the word. And that's what's making it difficult with these sounds, kind of like sounds. It's kind of hard to. Okay, but if you say deer, is that long or short? Ijo. It's long, Ijo. That's long. But you don't know until you know that word to hear it, what it is. Okay. What about another? Ida. Need to go up. Okay. Ida. I can do it on the side. Ida. Okay. Husband. Okay. Somebody had a question. Said, "What's husband is ihi and yes is ihi." Okay. One's long, one's short, isn't it? Okay. But if you don't know the word, you gotta get that. Ihi is short and ihi. Hear that tone? Hear that tone? Ihi means yes, but ihi means husband. Body. Ina. Hear that? I-ni-a. Ina. Hear it? Ni-a. This was na. Ina. This was in our sounds. Two letter sound. Na. Ina. Okay. Blaze. Fingi. Duck. Fujo. Okay, so see, I had some kids, remember I went over this and over this. They say Fujo. But if you use the sounds P-U-G-O, Fujo. See how these sounds help you pronounce. Okay. Shark. Okay. F-A-C. Fusky. Fusty. Right. But you don't hear that D, but that D is right here on the palate. I want y'all to say it and feel where your tongue is. But you feel that D on the palate of your palate. Your tongue's on your palate. You can hear it. But hear it? That's why I said pay attention. And speakers, we never paid attention to where our tongue was at, or our mouth, or our lips. And your lips got a lot to do with this. You know, you gotta move that that mouth. You know, it's real prominent in the mouth too. Okay, osh and ki put together is what?
Oshi.
Oshki. Remember your sounds? Oshki. And what is it? Well, you just learned how to say rain, guys. Just using your sound. You just learned how to say, okay, what about ow? Oba. And that's oba. Remember I said not oh, but oh, oba. Because this can't be oba, it's oba. Oba. Hickory nut, nagidi.
Oji.
Oji. Oji. See? Chestnut.
Odo.
Odo. Odo. Oti. O. Odo. We. For me. We're the only ones that says for me. You know, if we went out and we had law, and this is different to some of y'all, but if we went to a Europe or to an Anglo world, and we got put in front of a court, they said, who did this? We say, for me. When we confused them, it was us, but they ain't gonna know that. Not unless they hear us. Set yourself apart, people. And see, that's why this language class is going on. We want you to be apart from everybody else. Be unique, people, because we are. Okay? We're unique people. Finished. Uh-huh. Oh, we use this a lot. She knew this tomorrow.
Boxy.
Boxing.
Payday.
Yeah. Payday. You know what? I think we'll do that, like boxing tomorrow and payday. We'll do that. Payday and lazy. See, that goes along with your job. Hard. Okay. Boxy is tomorrow. So when I say boxy, chihijaga this. Okay. Boxy. Okay. What it is?
There.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna spell it by sounds. G. He, ja. Is that a or a V? It's ja. Ji, ja, ga, this. Ji, ja, ga, this. See? Boxy, ji, ja, ga, this. I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, what?
Clear.
Exit. And then pigeon,
Budgie.
budgie. You put ba and G together and you got budgie. Pigeon. You know, you go down the road and you see a pigeon. If you say pigeon to 200 people, oh, there's a pigeon. But if you said budgie, what? That sets yourself apart. That makes you this unique person that you are. You make this special person that you are. Cat, borsi. Black drink, basha. Okay. Does it go? Nope. Okay, me. Ani. 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 And that's just putting up and knee together. Ani. Snail. Ada. Ada. That's putting up and be up together. Ada. Corn. Aji. Potato. Aha. Buckeye. Allah. A wolf. Uh-huh. Fork. Remember now, I explained this. A fork is a chufunwa that you eat with, okay? But Listen means like a branch that's like this. Okay, yuppie.
Could that also mean like a fork in the road?
Yeah, mini yuppie. Yeah, yeah, fork in the road, a fork in a tree branch. It fork ends on surfaces or something. Okay. Okay, a cow. Waga. That's just putting wa and ga together. Waga. See this? See what I meant by when I said this is going to help you pronounce. That's what I'm saying by helping you pronounce. Raccoonda. Wotko. Wotko. See that? What? That's wotko. Okay, we need to go to, we're going to go to commands, guys. We've got enough time. Okay. All right. I'm telling somebody, okay, I want to do this like, some of these can be used in a disciplinary way and can be used in just, because our language is unique. Remember I said that. We can change that, okay? So quit, how would you say that? Juegas, okay? But what if they just won't listen? Juegas. Oh. You can just say Juegas. You know, like, that's me now. I get impatient. I can say Juegas. 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 See how tone can say, boy, you better quit. I mean it, and that's even for your child, but it's not as harsh as English. What? I've been talked to that way by a teacher, But then if she had talked to me like with my grandkids, I'd say Vegas, but then I could say Vegas. Hear that tone? It's not as harsh. We're not as harsh. And just that tone will make them think, woo, I better stop. We're going up there. I better quit, Okay. Go to sleep. No, just. She's getting good at this. Okay. Take a bath. Aklobus. See? Aklobus. Take a bath. Now these are commands now. This is for, yes, ma'am.
What is lobanges?
Lobanges, it's lobangi. Lobangi means like real friendly, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. That lobanges, there's not really lobanges, And lobanges, you can say, I've heard that on lobanges, like be nice to me or be, but lobangi means like really nice and friendly, like that. Okay. Eat. I want everybody to learn this. This is a universal word, guys. And like I said, we can differentiate each other, but that will be known everywhere.
We grew up with that word.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. So see, that's what I'm saying. It's a universal word, even to different people out there. You can say humbus in the crowd. Y'all know what you're talking about. And that's just anybody that don't even know how to speak different nationalities. I don't know why. They know that word. And
My husband's favorite word.
yeah, well, that's my kids, my grandkids, I'll say humbus. And boy, they'll run around humbus. They just, so, okay, eat. Humbus. See, you're telling people, that's a command. Humbus, Janet. Humbus, Judy. You're telling them, eat. Humbus. It's a command, but it's a nice command, isn't it? Most of these they're not as harsh as English. Okay, humbus. Okay, we got less than a minute. Okay, right now I'm going to take questions. Anybody got a question? I hope y'all are following along, saying these words. Okay. Anybody got a question?
How do you say go?
Go. Ah, yes. It's on here. Go. See? Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
Sometimes I see AYIS. What is that?
Yes. Ah, yes. I am going. Ah, yes. And we got that. You know, we got that on something. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. It's we, see. Ah, yes. And IS is like I am going. Okay. This is go. Any other questions, guys? Were y'all following along and saying this while we was going through this? Cool. That's what I want. That's where I'm gonna get you at. We're gonna go back over these sounds again. Remember, redundant. Okay, I want to say Mado to all of y'all. I want y'all to know I respect y'all taking it. I got this respect for you. To being unique people, wanting to be unique and setting yourself aside from other English speaking people. Set yourself aside, be unique, be different. I like that. So, Mado, jigezageste.